Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to everyone joining us today. So I welcome all the participants of Zoom and the viewers of YouTube to the infinity sessions that we have been doing since the beginning of this year. So I thank all of the participants on the Zoom for taking out time on a weekend and joining us and being with us today. Thank you so much. So, friends, infinity, as we have been always telling that what infinity is. So, infinity is the essence in which we have to be operating because we have been identifying ourselves with names, forms, belief systems, and we have been carrying a lot of identities like, I belong to this particular religion, I belong to this particular country, and my practices are like this. I believe in this kind of spiritual practices. I follow this kind of spiritual guru. So this kind of spiritual or non-spiritual identities that we are carrying, we want to make sure that in this session we just drop all that identities. So in the word infinity, we have dropped all the i's and we have put one, because when we drop all these identifications, we start operating more cooperatively with more inclusiveness, which will make us to feel that oneness. That is why we have put one instead of i's. So with that, this is a very safe space to be ourselves without identifying ourselves with anything and just enjoy being with our own selves. So today we have another wonderful speaker joining us. So I would like to invite Santhosh sir to our platform. Hello, sir.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
I
Hi,
thank
hi.
you for welcoming me to the
Yeah.
session.
Thank you. So before I get into that, I would like to give a small introduction about Santhosh sir. So Santhosh Kasagani is working in IT professional and he lives in Atlanta. So he has been meditating since 2008 and he shared his wisdom in spiritual workshops conducting in India and USA on various topics like productive meditation, lucid dreaming, and astral travel, which are very interesting. So let's get to know a lot more about it. And he's an active contributor for the activities of PSSM USA. So with that, let's welcome sir. Hello, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. Um, Hello, my dear friends. Um, I'm um, I'm very fortunate and I'm very honored to be here in the session and share my wisdom. Share my journey in the session. Thank you. Thank you very much, my dear friends.
Sir,
Um,
one request.
sure.
Usually we start the session with the song of
Right.
Mangala Madam. So
Yes.
she sings and grounds us very beautifully. So we have her on the
Yes.
platform. Welcome Mangala Madam to please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Am I audible? Am I
Yes,
audible?
ma'am. Very clear.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to sing one Kabir bhajan. Ah, 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 ah. मुझको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे मैं तो तेरे पास में मुझको कहाँ आ ढूंढे रे बंदे मैं तो तेरे पास में ना तीरथ में ना मूरत में ना तीरथ में ना मूरत में ना एकांत निवास में, ना मंदिर में, ना मस्जिद में, ना मंदिर में, ना मस्जिद में, ना काबे कैलाश में, ना काबे कैलाश में, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मैं तो तेरे पास में, ना मैं जप में, ना मैं तप में, ना मैं जप में, ना मैं तप में, ना मैं व्रत उपवास में, ना मैं क्रिया कर्म में रहते, ना मैं क्रिया कर्म में रहते, ना ही योग संन्यास में, ना ही योग संन्यास में, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मैं तो तेरे पास में, खोजो मोय तुरत मिल जाओ, खोजो मोय तुरत मिल जाओ, एक पल की ही तलाश में, कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधु, कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो, सब सांसों के सांस में, मैं सांसों के सांस में, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मैं तो तेरे पास में, मैं तो तेरे पास में, मैं तो तेरे पास में। Thank you.
Wow.
That was wonderful.
Such a soulful
Thank
singing,
you.
ma'am. Such a soulful singing. Thank you so much, Mangala, ma'am, for blessing us with that such a soulful singing. That one line, सबके सांस में सांस. What was that line?
मैं सांसों के सांस में, मैं सांस में हूँ.
So
We
the
don't need to
divine,
find anywhere. We
yeah,
don't
the
need to find
divine
anywhere.
is in the breath of all the breaths.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mangala, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you. Yes. So, Santhosh sir, before we get into the conversation today, I request you
Right.
to guide us through meditation for 30 minutes.
Sure. Yes. Yes. Okay, my dear friends, let's meditate for 30 minutes first, and then we'll get into our conversations. So please close your eyes. Cross your fingers. Hold your legs at your ankles. If you have any specs, you can take them off. We'll just meditate for a few minutes. We'll just guide for a few minutes and start a music. for our meditation. So close your eyes, my dear friends, cross your fingers and fold your legs at your ankles. Sit comfortably, my dear friends. Sit comfortably. You do not have to erect your spine or stiffen your spine. Just sit gently. Relax your body from top to the bottom, from bottom to the top. Completely relax your body. Let go of any thoughts, any worries, any stress or strain. Just completely relax your bodies, my dear friends. Scan your body from top to the bottom. And relax each and every part of your body. Starting from your head. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, area around your eyes, your jaws, your chin, all your facial features, and back of your head as well. Completely relax them. And slowly relax your neck, my dear friends. Completely relax your neck. All the muscles, all the nerves, all the cells in your neck region. Just completely relax your neck. And relax your shoulders, my dear friends. Relax your shoulders. Let your shoulder blades roll down, away from your ears, down to your earth. And let go of all the unnecessary burden. And relax your both shoulders. And then your hands as well. Your arms, your forearms, your elbows, your palms, your fingers, till the tip of your fingers. Completely relax your both arms, your both hands, my dear friends. Completely relax them. Then slowly relax your chest and your stomach region as well. Every muscle, every nerve, just relax them slowly, completely. And then back of your chest and stomach as well. As you relax, my dear friends, you are letting the energy flow in. So completely relax your bodies. Relaxation is the key, my dear friends. Relaxation is the key. Now relax your hip and thigh muscles. Every nerve, every muscle in your both thigh and hip, completely relax them, my dear friends. Completely relax them. And then your both knees and calves, your feet, your ankles, and your toes. Till the tip of your toes, completely relax your both legs, my dear friends. Relax your both legs. Let go of any stress or strain that you've been holding in your body. Let go, my dear friends. Completely relax your body from top to the bottom, my dear friends. From top to the bottom. The body is completely relaxed, isn't it? And observe your natural breath, my dear friends. Now observe your natural, simple, soft, pristine breath. That's all you have to do, my dear friends. In this very relaxed, serene state, just observe your natural breath. The sensation of your breath going in and out of your nostrils, that's all you have to observe. Just be a witness of it. Just observe your natural breath, my dear friends. That's all you have to do. Let go of all your worries and thoughts. Come back to your breath. Remind yourself that you are meditating and observe your natural breath. Just be with your breath, my dear friends. Be with your breath. 5 more minutes. Be with your soft, pristine, serene, natural breath. That's all you have to do, my dear friends. That's all you have to do. Hey, my dear friends, slowly come back and readjusting yourselves. Remember the connectivity with the Mother Earth we have. Remember the connection, the strong connection with Mother Earth. As you're remembering that, come back and readjust within yourself slowly. Let us show our gratitude to our Guru, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, Subhash Patriji, and to the masters who are present physically and metaphysically. Let us show our gratitude and love to all the gurus, my dear friends, to all the masters. And then place your palms on your eyes. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Then slowly open your eyes. Welcome back, my dear friends. It was a great session, I felt like.
Yes, it was really wonderful. Thank you so much for taking us through that deep meditation, Santhosh sir. It was really very relaxing. And I hope our participants are back from the meditation. So yeah, you can take your time to come back. So by then we'll start with the conversation. So I'm really excited to know the journey of Santhosh sir into the meditation, because being an IT professional, young master, and that too, it's easy to see women numbers in meditation a lot, but young men getting into meditation is really interesting. So I want to know what exactly made you come into meditation. So let's start with so tell us, where are you from, and a little bit about your education and parents.
Sure. So, welcome back, my dear friends from your meditation. So about my journey. So I am from Andhra Pradesh, India. Andhra Pradesh, it's a small town called Eluru. If you know Vijayawada, it's close to that, right? So if you ask me how I started my spiritual journey, so it started when I was, I don't know my age, I was very little, but I remember this very clearly in my mind because it's still one of my favorite exercise that I do in my mind when I sleep, right? So, when you're little, your elders, they used to, they tell you usually, oh, don't go into the darkness. If you go into the darkness, someone comes and picks you up. They'll take you away, right? So they used to tell me the same thing as well. Then I felt like, who is that someone? No, it's not anyone from our family. Someone new will come. It's scary, dark, black, and he'll take you away. So don't go into the darkness. They tell you because you don't hit yourself to something in your dark, so you don't run fast, things like that, right? So they used to tell me the same thing. Then I had a question. See, we are like four people in this house, and if someone new is coming, that is new, right? We should see someone who is that new, right? Then I started going into dark place. I mean, people into the rooms where there is no light. Even though there is light, I used to switch it off and then go once again. And then I used to go use my restroom in pure darkness. I don't, whenever I wake up in the middle, I'm not used to switch on the light and go in. I used to go into the darkness because we know how to use the restroom, right? So we have that muscle memory or whatever in the mind. So I still used to, I used to go into the restroom without any light or anything, and I used to wait for someone that comes and takes me, take me to some other world. And then I go back to my bed and lie on my bed, and secretly, or if no one's in the room with me, I used to say it out loud. if anyone's in this room, because it's purely dark, no one can see you, don't worry, come out, no one talk to me. And no, no one used to come out.
Okay.
Then the next level, okay, I think you are shy now, let me put my blanket on. Okay, no, close my eyes. Now I closed my eyes, I cannot see you, now you can come and talk to me. Still no one. Then I use my blanket, close my face. See, I'm completely safe and secure inside a womb like a blanket. I wrapped myself in a blanket. I cannot do any harm to you. I used to assure that entities,
Mm.
now you can come and talk to me. And like, no one used to come. So I felt like this is some nonsense they told me. They told me someone will come and take me away to some other world or some other places. No one's coming and taking me. So I think there is something wrong with this. Okay, that was initial memory, or something I used to do. So I started liking a pitch black darkness, and that was my memory. And then my after after that, I watched a lot of movies, especially spiritual movies like Rama and Mahabharata. So in Ramayana movies, right, there are a lot of movies on based on Ramayana, right? Usually when there is Ram Navami, they play a lot of Ramayana movies, right? So in Ramayana movies, right, Ramana, he used to sit and meditate, and he used to get he gets all the boons, right? um so I wondered, even though he's a bad guy, he's getting something. If he sits and closes his eyes and he meditates, he's getting something. Now I'm fascinated, not just because it's spiritual science, it's a study of soul, nothing. It's no, just purely to get something. I wanted to meditate. I wanted to close my eyes, so someone will appear in front of me and they'll give me. So I used to, imitate that sequence. Like I used to be around. I used to some other rishi or yogi and sit and meditate. Okay, after some time, I don't know what to do. I didn't know at that time. So I just used to close my eyes and sit at nights, because the yogis and all the movies in that yogis, they show it's all dark and everywhere in the night they sit and meditate, and someone used to come, right? I used to sit for 15 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, no one, nothing happened. I got bored again. What? How? Say they said continuously for years and years and ages. Then I was like, okay, sometimes I used to get this zeal, okay, let me sit in meditation until I get something, I will not open my eyes. I used to sit like this and
So
get
how old were you at back then?
really, I was like fifth class or fourth.
Oh, that young. Okay.
So because I'm fascinated, I was fascinated at that time watching movies. I was just sitting in one place and closing your eyes, you get everything, you get whatever you want. So that is like, it's not sincerely you're following some spiritual journey or anything. It's just you're going to a shop and buying a candy. Instead of giving some money, you can get a candy for free, right? That
Yes,
was
yes.
my calculation at the time, and I wanted to have more candies. And you still have this question around a lot of people, right? If some suddenly God comes and asks you for a wish, what will you ask for? That thought always lingered in my mind. I always used to come up with some new silly thought. I think a lot of people have this. If someone comes and asks you for a wish, I'll say, okay, infinite wishes. Every time I ask for, anytime I ask for you, you have to come and give me a wish. It's like an infinite loop. Or sometimes I used to think some other thing. Okay, 100 wishes. Okay, you have to give me 100 wishes. My wish is to give you, you have to give me 100 wishes. These are the lingering thoughts, right? So in the same line, I used to sit like this and wait for someone to come and give me something. Nothing happened. So these were the thoughts, when I was growing up. So I used to, and then after a few years, right, couple of years, we used to have these balam. I think we still have these balamitras, twinkle, small story books.
Right.
We used to travel in bus, government RTC bus, and then if you go to the RTC bus stand, you'll have a bookshop where you can buy books. So every time I used to travel, I used to ask my father to buy some books for me. He used to buy Twinkle, Balamitra, and all these kathas, all these storybooks. So one time I was traveling alone. My father gave me some money and to for the ticket, and also gave me some money to buy some books. Um, then I was traveling alone. So now I have a wide variety of collection. He used to only buy these Balamitras and all these small books. I don't have any other option at that time because he used to just buy and give it to me. I never chose from it. So now I am alone. I have money. I have the whole collection. Whatever I want, I can buy. So I was looking in the before I start my journey in the bus. So I some suddenly there is a small section of a collection that attracted my eyes. It's called Tantra Vidya.
Okay.
I felt like, okay, what is this Tantra Vidya? I studied couple of pages, and it suddenly showed, okay, this you do this mantra for 1,000 times or 10,000 times or 1 lakh times, you will do whatever you want. This is very easy than sitting, closing your eyes and doing this thing. Okay, this is 1,000 times is nothing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very easy. I calculated in my mind when I bought the book. Secretly, I've hidden it. Yeah, I went to some other my grandmother's house, and then I came back, and my because I know my parents will object it looking at the book, because what's your age and what are you doing? Then I had the book with me, and then I secretly read it, and okay. So from all the mantras, I've chosen one mantra. There are a lot of mantras, I couldn't even pronounce properly, but still I chose one. Okay. Then I was used to secretly do it, before I sleep. That I was like what, eighth, ninth class at that time. Okay. And then there was a mantra that I'm supposed to do for 1,008 times. I did it, and I saw I got an experience because I was doing puja at the time, and then I put some prasad, offering. Okay, it's rub up. It's done with what do you call, suji, right? It gets hardened after once you put it gets hardened, right? It's not that soft. So this mantra or this chanting or this bijakshar series of bijakshar, it's from Hanuman. Okay, so I was doing that, and then after the whole puja is done, you serve the offering for others, right? I was serving, and then I saw Sri Rama on that offering. That was the first experience that I got. Okay, now I have some proof that, okay, there is something with with these practices. Maybe it's mantra, maybe this chanting or meditation, something. There is something. Okay, I felt okay. Hanuman came and wrote the Sri Rama because I was the only one in the room, and I was the only one doing this chanting and everything. So that was my first proof, and that's how I started. Right. Now my so it started more and more these inkling or these thoughts regard about this spiritual journeys and meditation, or what, especially the fruit. What is the fruit once we do this? Not about the journey, especially because at that age it's all about what you get when you do it, right? So in my 11th, 10th, 11th class, I've always moved places from one place to another. So I still feel like wherever I'm staying, it's not my place. I feel like I'm always traveling. So till 10th class, I was in one town, and 11th and 12th in some other town, and my bachelor's in Hyderabad and master's in US. It's all continuously I've been moving. So in 11th and 12th, I moved to a hostel. No, it's a college, 11th and 12th. So there, so at that time, it was in 2007, I guess, 2007, 2008. So my mom and my aunt, especially, they started meditating. Okay, they found PSSM and they started meditating. Ana-Pana-Sati. They were having super great experiences, amazing experiences. Now they started poking me. They started pestering me. So whenever, in hostels, it's not like those days, right? You have you don't even have cell phones. You have to go to a booth, and you get a break. once a day. That's all, just to 15-20 minutes. You just you get to have some snack and phone, everything in those 20-25 minutes, something like that. So every time after my mom and my aunt started meditating, they got some experiences and they're now fully into it, fully committed to it. And every time I call them, they used to ask me, did you meditate? Can you meditate now? Let's meditate for 5-10 minutes and sit at the phone booth and meditate. What the hell is this? I mean, I just had 15-20 minutes of break and you are asking me to meditate instead of asking me how I am. So they started testing a lot. I thought this will not work on me. So one time I told my mom that I have headache because of study hours, you have to wake up a little early. So she asked me to meditate. That I understood, because you have headache, because it's head, you relax, the headache will be gone. So it's a good logic. I said, okay, I'll meditate. I tried it. It was okay. I didn't feel much. And then next time I started having some knee pains, some joint pains. So she asked me again to meditate. Then I said, it's ridiculous. So he asked me to meditate when I have headache, I'm fine with it. But having knee pain, some joint pains, and you asked me to meditate once again, this is ridiculous and I'm not going to do it again. She said, okay, we'll see. And then again, so it was like that. It continued. And at some point, there were exams. I wanted to see how it affects in my preparation. So I started meditating. There was some relaxation in it. So after these 11th and 12th, right? So I have to choose my college, which college I have to. So this is where a good turning point that happened in my life. So I'm supposed to choose some other college, but at the same time, my aunt, who started meditating with my mom, she lives in Hyderabad. So I got the college in Hyderabad so I can stay with my aunt, but I was trying for some other college in Vijayawada, which is very far, like 5 hours far, 5 hours distance from Hyderabad. But I got sick. I mean, I was supposed to go to the same day and get registered, or else the chances will be gone. But the 8 hours of the time where I was supposed to go and register for college in Vijayawada, it's with completely new, strange people. I have to stay in hostel and everything. I got sick. I was not able to go to and register. Exactly, but 5 p.m. the registration is closed. I was relieved. It was like magic. I got sick, all vomitings and diarrhea and everything, a headache, fever, everything. I got everything in that same 8 hours of period. And by the 5 p.m. at the same day, the registrations got closed. I got relief. So I had to choose Hyderabad College. Then I moved to Hyderabad and I stayed with my aunt. She's very, very spiritual. She meditates every day, 3 to 4 hours a day. Okay, she stays in Kukatpalli. I started living with her for those 4 years. Because of that, I got a big exposure with all the meditators, all spiritual people. So that's when my meditation journey started. And I started because she started meditating. She meditates every day. And then I wanted to see how it affects. So I just gave it a try, my honest try. And I started meditating and I started getting some experiences, my dear friends. This is the turning point. I felt like someone or something that has, they have driven me in that direction, because I could have gone to some other college, some other place and stayed with friends and enjoyed. Maybe some other time, I could have taken these directions, but I felt like I was driven to this place, to my aunt's place, where she meditates a lot. There are a lot of meditators that comes to her place and she goes to their place. And now my only entertainment was to meditate, to be with people and talk to people who meditates, right? So at the same time, there is a one great group of people I met in the same meditation people. I think you all remember a group called PIMA, Pyramid Young Masters Associations, right? So still, I mean, I at this point I was still meditating, here and there, but I was not that interested. Okay. So what this group used to do, they used to go to second show, okay, movies, second show at 9 o'clock. And they used to drag whoever they find people at the same time. Okay, hey, what are you doing? Okay, you're free. Okay, let's go to a movie. They used to take everyone to a movie and come back by home at 12 o'clock. Not everyone, they not disperse it. At one place, we used to gather and meditate at 12 o'clock till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We meditate. We used to meditate and go home. So at this point, I didn't want to meditate more, but I just wanted to go to free movies because they used to pay everything for me, not nothing from my pocket money. So they used to take me to movies with them. And so for movies, I used to go with them, but I had to meditate as well. So I started having some regularity in my in my meditation. So I started getting more and more experiences, and I felt good. I felt relaxed. I some more experiences along the way. So that's how actually I felt like I'm a meditator. I felt like, okay, now I can meditate. Now I can feel happy and relaxed whenever I want. That's the time I felt like. Even though I started my meditation in 2008, but 2009 was the serious period. I started my meditation, my friends. Okay, this is how I started my meditation, but especially the favorite topics of mine, astral travel, I would like to touch how it started, and lucid dreaming, how it started in my life. So, uh, I think you know a master, you all know if you are following Ana-Pana-Sati. His name is Prabodh Achyutananda, right? He
Yes,
conducts a meditation session called Gudakesha, right?
okay.
So one day in 2010, I guess, I was at home, summer holidays, nothing to do. So one guy knocked my door. Okay. He said, hi, I'm here to drop a book for you. He said, for me, I don't even know you. Why are you dropping a book for me? No, it's not for you. It's for your aunt. I came to see your aunt, but I just wanted to see you as well. I got to know you are here. He said, okay, hi, welcome. So he gave me a power of subconscious mind. Okay, I think it's by Murphy. He said, okay, you read this book and you'll understand how your subconscious mind works and everything. It's strange someone knocking your door and giving a book and dropping a book and asking you to read it and just going away. That was Prabodh Master, by the way. So, and then I read the book and I met him again and again. We used to started hanging out a lot, at least 4 days a week, and sitting in meditation. Going to movies again, by the way, and sitting in meditations. And he asked me once, are you interested in astral travel? I said, yes, I'm very much interested in astral travel because it's a very fancy subject to people, right? So it's again like movies, right? You come out of your body, you go here and there, you see things, and it's a fancy subject. I said, yes, I'm very much interested in it. So do you want to teach that? See, I'm interested in it, but I don't know how to do it or whatever. I just know how to meditate. How you're asking me to teach it? No, I will give you tips how to do it. I'll give you tools what needs to be done. So will you able to do it? Are you interested? I said yes. Then we started meditating in the evenings and the nights. And so at one point we were meditating together at night. So he said, let's have a goal. In 20 days, 15 to 20 days, let's have an astral travel first session, first in person workshop in Hyderabad, in Kukatpalli. I think no one has done that for free at least. Let's do it. Because he's a grand master in astral travel and lucid dreaming. But he asked me, you have to be a co-speaker. Somehow I want you to. I said, okay, let's do it. He said, let's train for it. Let's dedicatedly meditate for that purpose only. So we were meditating at one night. He said, after meditation, he said he got an experience. Wonderful. Okay, what is it? I got an experience regarding you, he said. Okay, you got an experience about me. Okay, wonderful. What is it? He said, in astral travel, there are masters in astral world specialized in facilitating astral travel. If anyone wants to meditate and come out of their body astrally, so they'll take care of you. They'll take care of your astral journey. And if you're trying to do astral travel, they'll help you also. So those masters came and they kind of trained your astral body in that meditation. That's what he told me. And they expressed that you'll do a good astral travel, so don't worry. So they gave an assurance that I'll be a good co-speaker on astral projections. So I was happy. But somewhere I was like, why didn't I get this? I mean, you got it. That is good. You have a proof, but I don't have it yet. And okay, we still continued our meditations, and I started having lucid dreaming. And through lucid dreaming, I came out of my body. I started having out of body experiences. So that's how I started my journey in out of body experiences, astral travel through lucid dreaming, and also through normal astral travels. So, my dear friends, I understood here. I wanted to stress this point here. So, what I understood in my journey is still now. So, no experience. I mean, you don't have to. If you're not doing astral travel, if you're doing astral travel, if you're having visions, if you're not having visions, it doesn't matter. Right? If you have an experience, you welcome it. So, it's not great, or it's not something special that you are doing astral travel. It's not something special you're having visions. It's not something special you do. Because if you start chasing behind some experiences, you'll get tired of it. That's what happened in my journey. I'll come to the point. I'll come to that point as well. I think we just have 20 minutes more, I guess, right?
Yes, we can go on, Santhosh sir. I was just interested to know, like, as a kid, you were already a spiritual scientist because you didn't believe that in the darkness someone would come and take you. You wanted to experiment and see if is that real. So
Right.
your belief system didn't just take the words of your parents. You were
Right.
experimenting, and of course, as you were quoting that, how you came into meditation and how you got into the regularity of meditation
Right.
brought you into the path of exploring other dimensions of astral travel and lucid dreaming. And I'm very
Right.
sure that your scientific temper to experiment with lucid dreaming and astral travel would be really interesting because you're not a person who will just simply believe it, right? Because as a kid itself, you were not believing it. So
Right.
so, I know the curiosity will be there, but what exactly I understood that the journey, how the master came into your life and he asked you to take it to teaching when even you
Right.
didn't know about it. But uh, yeah, we should we be actually going behind the experiences? Because when we talk about these astral things, as you said, it is very fascinating, very fancy
Right.
thing, and we want to experience it. And till date, I haven't got any such experiences, but I'm sticking on to Ana-Pana-Sati meditation
Right.
itself.
Right.
So please tell us that the reality of these practices.
Right. So, from my experience, right? So whenever, I mean, in earlier days, so whenever I sit in a group, we used to meditate for like what? So there is like, for example, 2 hours of meditation. So in two hours of meditation, I used to, whenever people ask me, share your experience, I used to share like 2 minutes of experience. Okay, I felt good, nice, happy. That's it, done. Some people, they come late and they sit for 20 minutes, just 20 minutes of meditation, and they explain, they give 2 hours of experiences. I used to feel like, okay, this is, come on, this is, I'm not going behind. I don't want to. So, so I felt like I want this. I want to see a proof. I feel happy, happy and everything, um, all good. But I want to see what they're having. I want to feel what they're feeling. Maybe a vision or an astral travel or intuition, some voice within me. So these kind of things, but I was always chasing at that time, right? So then at one point, what I did, I got very tired. I got very, very tired. I mean, when I was chasing them, I used to get few experiences, right? Then I got very, very tired because my mind was constantly chasing those experiences. Even though in my meditation, my mind quiets down. So any topic of spirituality that comes, obviously my mind is always thinking. It was thinking about experiences rather than the journey and how the quality of life or the belief system that has changed within us, rather than focusing on that part. It was always chasing this side, experiences. At one point I got tired and vexed. Okay, let me sit and meditate, because for last few months I was constantly thinking about, okay, let me go there, here. Only 10%. I was looking at only 10% of the whole space. It was like this. But now, okay, I'm in my meditation. I felt like, okay, I give up. Let's see, all these few months or days or months, I've been meditating with one goal, just to have some experience. Okay, let me see what happens if I don't have any goal. If I don't have any goal, no expectation of experiences, nothing. Let me see what happens. And that was the experience I got, like a full, complete relaxation, complete thoughtless state. I went immediately. When I told myself, I give up. I give up. I don't want anything. I don't, I don't want to chase. I don't want to get tired. I just want to be relaxed and see what happens. Actually, what happens if I do as it is, as I was taught, Ana-Pana-Sati. If I just sit and calm, relax, and observe my breath, that's all I have to do. There those days we used to have Dhyana Andhra Pradesh, right? Magazine. That magazine will have the definition of Ana-Pana-Sati, how to do it, the actual meaning of Ana-Pana-Sati that was given by Patriji. So I read it once again, and it just did it as it is, because I remember the words of Patriji. So spiritual science is a science. Experiment is an experiment. If you give the right pressure, temperature, and the right settings and the right ingredients to it, chemical or compositions to it, it will work. If it worked for you, it will work for me as well, right? So these are the words I still get in my mind, because with any experiment, if it worked for you, it'll work for me as well. So for meditation also, if it worked for you, it'll work for me also. So I think I'm missing some ingredient, or I'm doing something wrong. Probably I felt like maybe I'm chasing behind some experience is a wrong ingredient I'm adding to my meditation. That's what I felt like. Then I left everything. I gave up, and I felt like, okay, let's see what happens. I sit in meditation. It worked for me. And then from that time onwards, uh, I don't expect or chase uh, any experience, unless if I started some experiments. I mean, if I wanted to do something with my meditation specifically, if I have some goals, some experiments, if I want to do, or usually I sit without any expectations. It's like you're not tied anymore. It's like Patriji says, right? Or any spiritual master says, you know, even gold cuffs are also cuffs, right? You're still binded. You're still tied to some other pole. You think it's gold, but still you're tied down. You're hurting yourself. So no tying, no cuffs or no chains are good, rather than having gold chains.
Very true. Very true. And also, sir, you said that one of the topics that you also teach is productive meditation. So what exactly you mean by productive meditation? Is it something related to the productivity in the work, or what is it?
Not productivity in the work. I mean that's a byproduct of meditation, obviously, right? So when I finished my masters, I was looking for jobs, right? I had a big break of meditation. I didn't do meditation much because I was focusing on my jobs, my interviews, and all that. I had a big break. And once I got a job, I had to focus. I had to work more to prove myself initially. So I didn't meditate much at that time. So previously I used to sit for 2 hours and still be okay. 1 hour, 2 hours, I was still okay. But after having 8 months, 9 months of break between, then suddenly I started meditating again. I wanted to meditate because things got settled down and I wanted to meditate, but I was not able to meditate. I was not able to focus because I had a big break. It's like blunt knife. I want to sharpen it once again. You know, usually when you're, I mean, as the time goes, you practice more and more. It'll be easy to again reconnect, but initial days you have to have that continuity for a few years, right? But I missed that. I missed it. So I wanted to meditate once again, but I was not able to do it. I got frustrated. So I thought about it. Okay, if I'm not able to meditate for 1 hour, what is my safe or comfort zone? So 15, 20 minutes, I was okay. 15, 20 minutes, I was okay. And 25 minutes, I'm opening my eyes. Okay, let me have my comfort zone, which is 20 minutes. I'll only meditate for 20 minutes. Okay. And I put alarm 20 minutes and then I'm meditating. So I'm telling myself, okay, only 20 minutes. After that, I'm not. So 20 minutes, I'm putting alarm. And then after 3 4 days, it was fine, 20 minutes. I mean, still I have a lot of thoughts lingering in my mind. I was not able to settle down, but physically 20 minutes is fine. 20 minutes and 3 4 days, the thoughts also came down because I was having continuity, right? So regularity. So after fifth day, sixth day, even alarm is ringing. I wanted to sit more. So I switched off. So I increased it to 23, 24 minutes. So 23, 24 minutes, I started meditating. Slowly, slowly, I started more and more and more. I increased it to 1 hour. So I felt like, okay, this is interesting. So meditation will, so you don't have to, I mean, in your practice, if you are having continuous meditation, you can stress yourself, stretch the period of meditation, that is fine. But if you're having a break in between, if you want to start, restart, and if you want to push, but you're sensitive at that point, you may get frustrated. But how do you start again? So I developed, being in safe, and I mean not safe, but comfort zone, and still progress. It's better than stopping, and better than rather than stopping yourself, then it's better to start a little bit wherever you are. Maybe 20 15 minutes is of it's fine, right? So it, rather than you fully stop meditating. So what I did was, let me tune my mind. I still tell people, right? So if you're a beginner, give yourself a candy or an ice cream. If you want some incentive to meditate, it's like tuning your mind, right? If you want to, for example, some people read few pages of a book and they feel accomplished. That is a good thing, because they're tuning their mind to have some sort of accomplishment by reading few pages of a book. Same way, tune your mind, at least initial days. Give yourself a candy before sitting in meditation. Eat a candy or have an ice cream or go out for a walk. Just give whatever the pat on your back, whatever the inspiration that you want to give yourself, or some incentive to sit in meditation, to establish a continuity or regularity in your meditation. After few days, you don't need all these incentives. You'll start liking it, because that's what happened to me, and it will happen to you as well. That's what I feel like. So so my 20 minutes started becoming 25, 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes, 2 hours, and 3 hours as well. It continued. Then I felt like, okay, we call this here a technique called Buddhahood meditation. Okay, or Buddhahood meditation, or we call it in Telugu Buddhatva Dhyan. Okay, Buddhatva Dhyan. So we ask people, will not do anything. I mean, we'll not scare you with meditation of 30, 40, 1 hour, especially in US, right? Meditation, the concept of meditation is always like 5 to 10 minutes. Now it's improving, by the way. Previously, it was all 5 minutes of Zen or 5 minutes of meditation, 10 minutes, and then you're good for the day. And you declare yourself a meditator. But the more you meditate, the more benefits you reap, right? So we know that concept. So what we asked, we conducted workshops here in the US, in Atlanta, in California, online sessions as well. So we asked people, just sit for 30 seconds with us. 30 seconds. 30 seconds and observe if there is a thought. Or see if you're continuously are able to observe each and every breath for 30 seconds. They were able to, they're happy. And then, okay, let's do it for 1 minute now. And then let's do it for 3 minutes. Let's 5 minutes, 10 minutes. The whole day session, we were able to take them to 40 minutes of meditation without any thoughts, or 80%, 70 to 80% people who are not having any thoughts. So we also call this Kala Bhairav technique, which means conquering the time, or we call him God of time, right? So which means you are conquering the time by being in thoughtless state. For example, if you are in thoughtless state for 1 minute, you have conquered the 1 minute of time. You have that 1 minute of time with you actually. So the same way, if you can meditate for few minutes, that certain minutes of the time with complete awareness, without any thoughts, then you have won the time. You have conquered the time. So you have become Kala Bhairav. That's what that's what we have taught people. I mean, we started teaching here. So that's what we call it, protective meditation. So every second or every moment of your life or in your meditation, you be awareness to it. So you be aware of it. And there are many other techniques we introduced, all with Ana-Pana-Sati, but few tweaks here and there, how to sit and when to sit, and these small changes we've introduced for, especially for beginners and also for people who took a break. So so how to again come back to your meditation regularly, and also for beginners, how to stick to your practice more and more, how to be productive. Sometimes we sit in 1-2 hours and we sleep, we doze off. How to come out of it, and it's very natural to doze off, my dear friends. It's very natural to doze off, and we will definitely come out of it. So how to be aware in long stretches of period, and also how to be aware after meditation also. So there are a few techniques or tips. I'll call it tips, by the way. I'll not say techniques. Tips to be aware in these continuous stretches, period of stretches. So this is what we call productive meditation. Okay. I think I answered your question. And so
yeah, I'm so sorry. There's a power cut here, so I had to drop off. I'm really sorry. So thank you so much for clearing the doubt. I mean, clearing that answer question is. So, sir, and now my question is, you're contributing to PSSM USA. So, how did you actually connect to PSSM and Patriji? What was your connecting point as a youngster where you were meditating and experimenting with things? What at one point that connected to you to this PSSM and Patriji?
So PSSM, I mean, like I said, right, initially when I started meditation, I had connection with Paima group, and so I connected with Patriji in India as well. But in India, you have we used to have a lot of people, big crowds, so it was very hard to connect with Patriji, and it's really hard. But I still used to go and meet him, and if I have any questions, I used to ask him, and he used to answer quickly. And then, but once I came to US, those were the days, right? So I started asking around, because I still meditated. I used to teach. I started teaching for people, but in a smaller group, because I don't know any hosts or that does it, because I was very much new to US, and I didn't know how to find them. So and I called people. I called up people in India and asked them around where, if I was in California, I asked numbers in California, and also my cousin lives in California, by the way. So he know people from PSSM, so I got connected like that. And especially I came to Atlanta, and I called up again people in India, asked for numbers in Atlanta, and then I got connected here. And whenever Patri sir comes to US, especially in Atlanta or California, I'm his roommate, by the way. I used to stay in his room, and he used to tell a lot of stories about his teacher. In the nights, we used to sleep on sleep. I used to sleep on the floor. He used to sleep on bed, and yeah, until we fall asleep, I used to ask him questions. He used to tell stories about his teacher and how he went through. He was going through his journey. Those were great memories I had. I have with my teacher Patriji. Whenever he comes to US, that those were the days my celebration starts. I used to manage in my office, tell them, you know I'm putting some days off. I'll take some days off, and some other days I'll still work, but I'll be I'll be laying low. So don't disturb me, because I they know I meditate. I have a spiritual teacher. I follow him. So I used to tell them, and uh, just stay with sir, and wherever we host here in workshops. I attend all the workshops. Stay with him. Carry his bag, be with him, spend time as much as possible. At one point I told him, when I was looking for a job, I used to pester him. He came to Dallas, Houston, and California, Atlanta. I used to travel with him to these places. I think except California, I went with him to Dallas, Houston, Atlanta. I used to pester him. You say you're a great mystic, you say you're a great master, give me a job. You should get me a job. He's like, he told me one past life of mine. He said, at one point, he said, at night, you know, I mean, when there is a crowd, I never used to speak, because a lot of people interact with him, right? So at nights, even a lot of, whoever host Patri sir, and we used to have good, intimate, close group sessions. He used to tell a lot of stories there, and a lot of wisdom from him. And at nights, just us two, right? So I used to pester him a lot. You give me a job. You have to somehow get me a job. What nonsense is this? Why are you asking me a job? And how are you still in US without a job? You should get out of this country and go to some other place. He used to tell that. And at one point he told me that you are a great king in one of your past lives, and used to have a lot of money. You used to have a lot of treasure at your in your hold. Now you're again asking for money. You're asking for a job and money. This is ridiculous, he said. Like, I mean, simply he just gives you that. And I used to pester him all the time. And before he left, his tour was over, and he was taking a flight from Atlanta to, I think, New Jersey or DC, and then to India. So before leaving Atlanta, I think, or Houston, I don't remember exactly. And then he said, "Okay, now once you get a job, immediately join." Okay, I mean, he was giving me a hint that I'll get a job. So those were the memories I had with him. There were some beautiful memories. Yeah.
Wow. I know that you really feel blessed to be walking around with him and traveling with him, and that's really such a nice experience, and I'm so happy about that. So Sandhu sir, now that PSSM USA is expanding its work, and the coming Dhyana Mahachakra program is coming up. So what are your plans to take meditation to the US crowd?
Currently we have we have online sessions all over the country. There are many online sessions that's happening around, and we have some in-person sessions that happen in Atlanta as well, but we stream them in PMC USA. um, our platform here is any workshop that we we conduct here. We used to have previously it's all in-person sessions, but after PMC, started, right? PMC Telugu, we started with PMC Telugu and now Hindi and different languages, all the languages, almost all the important languages we have in YouTube. So now we have here PMC USA, and we stream all these sessions all over the world. So please register to PMC USA, PMC Global, of course. We have these channels, and for USA programs, you'll see these meditation sessions, in-person sessions in PMC USA and also in PMC Global.
Okay, that's really great. And sir, we have a question in the chat. Anju Arora is asking how to contact or join your online sessions.
Okay, so we have WhatsApp groups, by the way. So we have WhatsApp PMC Atlanta, PMC Georgia groups, PMC USA groups. We can add you into the WhatsApp group, so you'll get all the sessions information. You'll get regularly updated. So it's almost like 3-4 sessions in a day. You'll have 3-4 sessions in a day because there are series happening, 41 days session and 100 days sessions. Yeah, they're regularly
Okay.
you'll 3-4 sessions in a day. Definitely,
Okay.
you'll find a session to your life.
We have another question. Is there a group? Is there a group meditation session daily in the morning times?
Yes. So we don't have a dedicated, we don't have continuous meditation morning sessions, but we start 40 days or 101 days sessions in the morning. We start and we'll take a break for a week, and then again we start for 40 days. It's like 40 days sessions because we want people, whoever wants to start and stick to their 41-day initial practice. So people usually join in the sessions and they meditate in the morning, so and then go on with their work after the meditation session. So we start with 41 days series of meditation. So we have those. Yes, we do have morning sessions. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we can get the links for the group so that we can join. We can.
I think you're breaking.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes. It's okay now. Yeah.
Yeah, cool then. So thank you so much, sir. It was actually wonderful to hear your journey because it was really fascinating how you started with exploring the darkness and then got into the mantra chanting, and you were trying to get some superpowers doing all those practices, and then you ended up saying that I give up every kind of experience and I just want to relax. And that's when actually the meditation worked for you. So it's really, really fascinating where it's giving a clarity for all the youngsters and people out there who are practicing meditation that don't go behind the experience, but stick on to the basics. Just meditate for the sake of meditation only. So that's wonderful. Thank you so much for your time and sharing the journey with us. So we also have Sharma sir from Omega Community. He's our sponsor for the program. So if we can have him talk about session, it would be great. Sharma sir, can we unmute sir?
Hi, thank you. Thank you so much, Prithvi. Hi, Santhosh.
Hello.
Hi. So I live in Dallas. So
Yeah,
you might have heard
I
of.
met you. I saw you in Austin.
This last 2 weeks back, that mini DMC was.
Yeah, I think I saw you, and I think I saw your presentation as well. Your talk about Omega meditation.
Right. Yeah. Thank you so much. So yeah, actually, I'm looking for young, dynamic people like you
Thank
to be with this pyramid team, so we can we can all work together and bring it to fruition.
Right. Sure.
Yeah, sure. I will be in touch with you, Santhosh.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we are also doing this 108 days meditation with 108 masters for
Right.
the intention meditation for Omega Pyramid.
Right.
So we'll be very happy if you can lead one of the days meditation for
Definitely.
that.
I'll be there,
Sure.
sir. Definitely.
Sure. I will get in touch with you. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you.
And your session today is means you emphasized how to just to get to the basics.
Right.
That is most important. That is the greatest message. Yeah. Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prithvi. Thank you all the team, Infinity team.
Thank you, Sharma sir. It's wonderful, coming up with a project like Omega Pyramid where people will come and meditate and spread the word of meditation. And that's a great project going on in US where it'll help people to spread the meditation. So thank you, Sharma sir. Thank you, Santhosh sir, for joining us today. It was really a pleasure hearing your journey. So a deep gratitude for your time and sharing. So I want to thank on behalf of all our partners of the program, which is IFSS and Shambhala from India, Breath Universe from Australia, Beam from Germany, and Omega Pyramid community, and also Meditation Magic from USA. So thank you so much, and also thanks to the live streaming partner PMC English. So thank you so much. We will be meeting again in the next week with a new master. And today it was really wonderful listening to Santhosh sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
See you all participants in the next week. Bye bye.